Hey, we're live. It's 5 a.m. Mester Scrum. I hope you're doing well. It is Thursday. 2 more days left in the week. Today's a PI day, a product increment planning day for me. However, it's I think it's 136th show, right, on our thing, and it's 5:30 a.m. for those on the podcast people. And what we're doing, and we're live, and we talk about Agile and Scrum in a practical and tactical way, give you ideas so you can go home to your family and friends, have some fun, which kind of because of this thing that I'm sharing. And for those who are listening to podcasts, I am holding I think it was a chocolate house type thing that you built. Sometimes kids, like a gingerbread house, but made with chocolate, that you can share with family and friends. And I'll talk about this in a second. And we talk about making more business, making happy customers, getting stuff done in a way that's not stressful, and have a little fun along the way, right? So I'm just kind of sharing this. We'll come back to this a little bit in a second, but I put an article out the other day about AC Moore going under, and it's a shame. They have so much stuff out there that we could just produce content galore with and they just don't see it, right? And it's a shame. But I bet you these little gingerbread houses things, you can buy them cheap at AC Moore right now because they're selling everything out. So if you wanted to do something, maybe we'll talk about this as an activity later on. Anyway, so with that, just want to talk about a couple things today. I'm keeping it simple. Okay, I'll wreck my kid's thing here. I figured I'd show it before it got eaten, right? Because I think it's edible. I don't know. So things sometimes you don't want to eat it. You just look at it. You don't eat it. Except there's some Hershey Kisses on there. The M&Ms are stuck to the place, so I don't know if I'm going to do that. Anyway, so a couple items today. Just talk about a survey for new teams and how you might use them. I might actually use them for some existing teams been around for a couple of years, because sometimes I use these surveys where just doesn't work, but we'll talk about that. So we're going to talk about a survey, simple survey, and maybe a hackathon, things you can do to work together as a team. So survey. So a lot of times on new teams, I do a little survey, especially when I'm training them. I'm about to like if I'm going to do a training session, I think I just killed their thing. I usually do a survey and ask them questions related to roles and responsibility, because everybody wants to know about roles and responsibility and what's going on, right? So what I would typically do, I got a whiteboard out, is I'll ask, like, who does stuff on train and on Scrum or whatever Agile technique I'm using. And there's enough questions out there in the Agile world, from taking tests and prepping for a CSM and a PSM, that you can do some general. Don't make them too hard. Don't make them too complicated. Like this way. And all right, I got my whiteboard. I'm writing a daily Scrum. And this is I'm going to actually use this one. I'm going to send a survey to my teams, and we have a nice, some things companies do right. They have a little survey thing that I can send out to everybody. I don't know who does the answers. It's internal. And I'll do a survey for each one of my teams just to see how they react versus one big group, right? Because I like sometimes making it very individual to a group. And daily Scrum. Okay. Who talks first? Bet you didn't think I was going to write that question, did you? So who talks first? Question mark. Is it the manager? Is it the Scrum Master? Is it the customer? Stakeholder? Or maybe the team member? So that would be like, I don't know if you can read that. So I got the manager, the Scrum Master, customer, stakeholder, team member. So who talks first? And I ask these questions for a reason. It's not just to get an answer in data point, though it does help. The answers, I want them to think about who really should be talking during the daily scrum. It's the whole purpose. The question is not really the purpose of why you do it. The purpose why you do these kind of things is to make them think. So when you see things like I have a couple teams where they have a senior tech person, and they talk all the time, right? And you know where I'm going. I want them to be the team member talks. Maybe I should put on here, and I'll customize it, senior tech, right? So they'll be like the senior person, like whoever the senior person in the team. So I'll add a couple things, and I want them to choose it. And the textbook answer is the team member talks. And it's really not a textbook answer because there's really not a question on any of the test. It's not who talks first. Who's supposed to be doing most of the talking? It's the team members. And then you can come around later who will be second. But that would be an example. We've got a lot of reflection here. It's a terrible writing on a whiteboard. But anyway, so my question for them would be, daily scrum, who talks first? A manager, scrum master, customer, stakeholder, a team member, or your senior tech person, right? And I do questions like that a lot. So that would be one question. And I'll give you another question. And these are simple. And you can come up with these simples. But you know what? We put up a little link about powerful questions. So maybe some of them are like powerful questions. So the survey is a powerful question, but then you give them some options. It's a close-ended response, right? So come over here a little bit. There we go. I just moved the camera. So if you heard me going, it's because I'm moving the camera. Think of another question I usually ask. What is in your definition of done? How about that? Definition of done. What is it? What is in it? Right? Developed, testing, maybe an automated test, customer review. Right? Maybe you throw in security testing. And the reason why I do it, is to make them think, why not, right? Maybe select this is A, B, C, D, or D. This is E. Maybe we put F as A, B, and D, maybe, so they can choose that. So I'll do a multiple choice with all these things, but this is the plan. I think they should be starting to do security testing in the sprint. I'm looking at where they want to do. Yeah, this is the coaching where I'm leading them stuff, but this is the question. The plan is, why can't security system testing be in there? And then you ask the question, why can't we do security? Why can't we do, other agility type testing in the sprint? I don't see why you can't, right? So that was just one thing. So that's one, you can use these surveys every once in a while to plant some ideas, what you see going, and ask. It's a great way of getting feedback from them without really asking them the question. And then you show them the results of the answers, right? Maybe answer G would be all the above in that last one, right? So I put all the above. And it'll be interesting to give them back what the team says, because sometimes they don't talk. This is a great technique in a retrospective, not even during the retrospective, you just do it, right? And get their feedback and see what you get. So that's just something we use survey questions to help promote the team. And I've used them. And then I take the survey. Now, if you want to use data, I ask similar questions throughout the year, and then I track how they have progressed, right? So that's just something you could do for retrospective. So the next thing I want to talk about is, a hackathon, working together and teammate work. So one of the things, I think I just broke it. My kids will kill me. I think I broke their stamps. So there's a fence in the back. There's a fence in the back here. See the little fence back there? And then there's like the little stairs. I think the stairs are cool. I never realized they put made little chocolate stairs in the front so you can walk up with little hand railings and everything for safety. Gotta love the safety. Gotta have safety, right? And that's pretty cool. So talk about grouping and working together with the AC Moore. Maybe you can get a couple of these for your team and have them pair up, or a couple people on your team, depending on how many people team. I wouldn't do more than 4 people per team, but maybe they can build some gingerbread houses and just work together as a group. Sometimes just working them, and mix up the team. When you do stuff like this, put a developer, a tester, and a customer or a stakeholder or somebody like that on the team. So make sure you make it even, tester, developer, and just have them create and have some fun. Then you display them and have like, ooh, we have a contest. We should do that. Just for the heck of it. Now, the reason why I'm doing that is I think we should do more working together. At my work, I convinced one of the key Agile coaches and my bosses says, we really need to do a hackathon. So I got them we're going to do a hackathon as coaches, probably me coding a lot and other people. We're just going to all hack stuff and do some Jira stuff that we have for the teams that we really need to get going for the new year and new capability. Because we don't have a lot of capability in what we have set up. It's very bare bones, minimalistic type activities, very pure core Agile with not a lot of tech. And we need to hack stuff up so that the teams can use it and get moving and transition quicker. And I was really pushing for that the other day. I was like, I don't want to do the Jira thing where I have to code and build dashboards all the time and all that stuff. And I'm like, I need people in the room to give me feedback and hack some stuff together so we as a team deliver something ASAP before the end of the year so that people can get using it and starting the new year off in a good way. So we're going to do that. So we're going to hackathon as a group, just one day, and we're going to do it. But I would like to promote, like for your Scrum team, getting together and do a little mini hackathons, right? You have a product increment week, or an IP week, or they used to call it a process improvement week. And we got a PI coming up for product increment planning. So one of the things you could do is do little hackathons. Let's hack some code together, have some fun, get the people typing together, try a new technique. Maybe you're going to use some Gerber coding. Just come up with something that's just been, hey, let's pick something. And everybody in the room, including the customer, we're going to spend the day and we're just going to hack code and come up with something interesting, something that's been really bugging the team for a while. Just to do something different, just to get them all in a room concentrating on the same product, just to break the brain connections into new ways of thinking, right? And it's all you're looking to do. You're not looking to solve world hunger, right? Or peace across the world. You're just trying to get them to think differently and out of the box, and how working as a group gives them different solutions to the answer. And we can talk and do classes all the time, but sometimes just taking an issue that they have a hand and just say, hey, can we next sprint do a hackathon, everybody together? You might want to call it extreme programming, right? Do a little extreme programming for a day where everybody's in the room, customer, BAs, developers, testers, everybody in the room, and we just come up with solutions to something just to do it and say, hey, we're just doing this so you can see how working together gives you a different product answer. Or hack a wiki page just for the team. What do we want on a wiki page? It doesn't even have to be something that goes out to the customer. I would promote that. We're going to build a wiki page of some lessons learned or something we did, and we're going to spend a day and we're just going to hack the crud out of a wiki page that we can use for our team or people that come on board, whatever that would be, and just spend a day coding it and coming up with some creative ways of doing it. Anybody can do a wiki page. And if you're in IT and you can do some basic HTML, or even grab a picture off the internet and use it in your private team page and put some pictures and do some things. Even business people can grab pictures and make graphics. That's what they do all the time anyhow. So everybody can contribute. So those are 2 things I want to talk about today. I hope that's good. I still keep thinking about this ball and about bringing the ball. Anyway, I hope you all get a chance to do some fun team building exercises. This is what my family did the other day. So, you know, you come home to the family and they're making this. I'm just the judge, apparently. I just review it and check it out. So with that, please like and subscribe. Hit the little bell. You got to hit a little double thing to make sure you get all the messages that come up, and subscribe and share with your friends and let us know. And I got a couple comments the other day. One person says, I'm looking at all of it. It's great stuff. I'm like, oh, cool, man. I love it. Maybe we'll talk about more about how much he works all the time. We have to talk about that, but actually it was pretty cool. Anyway, with that, thumbs up. It's Thursday. I got PI planning all day for the next 2 days for another group that they want me to go help, and then it'll be fun. So have a happy Scrumming day. Enjoy. It's Thursday, one more day to Friday in the end of the week, but we do it 7 days a week here at 5 a.m. Mester Scrum. Take care. Enjoy. Have a great day. Bye. See ya.